I've played a little bit of both of them, but not enough to know anything. Like Xenoblade Chronicles X, I barely played. Like I played maybe the first 30 minutes. Like it's not even enough to count, honestly. Where is it telling me to go? Use the bomb to blast open the vent. Yeah, the vent's back up top. Why is it telling me to... Whatever. Xenoblade 2 I played more of. I don't remember it that well. I played it when it first came out. I played a few hours of it. I don't remember exactly how far I got. But I would say I was still on the beginning of the story. I don't remember much of it. So, you know, when we get to it, we'll get to it. I saw an ad the other day that what, the new Cold Steel's coming out too. So I really want to get do Trails in the Sky and Trails of Cold Steel at some point. So I've never done those, and I own those too. And what was the other game that was coming out? Oh, I heard Tales of Arise got like pushed back. It's not coming out this year anymore. And that was sad because I was looking forward to a new Tales game. What was the other game that was coming out? Not in July, I think in August. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remaster. I really want to play that. I doubt it's going to take too long. It's like a multiplayer Final Fantasy game. Now, I used to have it on the GameCube back in the day, and I always wanted to play it with my friends. But in order to play multiplayer Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube, each player had to have a Game Boy Advance with a link cable, and you had to use the Game Boy Advance as your controller because you had to have the little screen. So it was damn near impossible to find a bunch of friends with Game Boy Advances with link cables that were willing to come over and hook them all up to your GameCube and play, you know, a session of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles at a regular basis. So I never ended up getting to really play multiplayer Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, but they've remastered it and it's coming out on the Switch, and I think you'll even be able to do multiplayer online. You definitely don't need to hook Game Boy Advances to it anymore. So that sounds like a lot of fun. I played a little bit of the single player back in the day. I remember it's different. It's not like a regular Final Fantasy. It's done in like levels, and like the world's covered in this miasma, and there's like this crystal you carry around to like push it back, and so you're working as a team of up to like 4 people that are like both moving the crystal and fighting the enemies, and the enemies drop items and rings and stuff that can give you like blizzard and or other spells, and I think you lose them when you get to like the next chapter or something. It's kind of like resets a little bit. I don't remember exactly. It's very vague because it's from, I played it back when the GameCube wasn't an old console, so it's been quite a while. But that's where you're supposed to go. Let's check this way first. See a landmark on the map. Is that just where we came from? Yeah, that's the vent. Okay. Sneaking around on, instead of in the vent system, we're like on top of the vent system. Although I guess this whole thing is in the vent system, sort of. I feel like ever since Die Hard was so successful, air vents in popular media have gotten a lot bigger. It's like everybody can crawl around in air vents all the time. And like, you know, in big buildings, you'll have air vents like that, but like, not everywhere, you know?
This represents no problem whatsoever. This should be easy.
This won't take long.
No, I mean, obviously the Mechonis could certainly make sense. Got a lot of cooling to work on here. The giant robot.
bunch of jokers.
If I plan on playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, hopefully I'm not turned on too much by anime tropes and waifus. No. No worries there.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
This won't take long.
I've got the real thing. I think I'll be good.
Now I see there is strength in unity.
Now you're getting it, Milia.
Catch me! Start searing flames of absolute impact! Only now have we realized our true power.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Let's press on and on and on.
On and on and on.
This represents no
Man, this
problem
guy's the
whatsoever.
worst.
This should be easy.
This won't take long.
That's so right there.
Bring it on.
Try and catch me. Poison. Double blade.
Oh, turned off, not turned on. Also not turned off.
Just a little more. 1, 2, 3. It's wonderful to be with everyone.
I have heard that the
World is not easy.
I do remember that the Xenoblade Chronicles 2
They've gotten stronger.
girls had a bit more in the cleavage department, but that doesn't really bother me. I play a lot of JRPGs, so I'm kind of used to that. Honestly,
Fighting spirit is mine.
it comes up a lot in Japanese media. To be fair,
Poison air.
I do like anime.
Skills, Milia.
Double blade.
And I don't mind anime being in my games.
What?
I mean, hell, last Sunday, not this yesterday, but like a week ago, we played freaking Doki Doki Panic and Doki Doki Literature Club in here, so don't think we have a problem with anime tropes in here.
Witness my
Yeah.
true power. Fiora, your turn. Okay. Ryan, don't mess up.
I know. Yeah, well played.
Don't forget the gotcha system.
Was that a little too much?
Gotcha system. What's gotcha? We're still talking about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Defeat the crisis unit. Defeat 2 crisis response units. Okay. Sure.
Summon bolt. Summon copy. Succumb to the power.
Well, we already found the crisis unit. And those are the response units, huh?
Let us keep up. Manifest yourself. Roaring thunder. Everything.
I'm turning up the heat.
Ryan, I suggest you keep your cool.
We just stopped the fight. Are the response units cool with this? What's going on here? Really? Well, just let me loot this guy then, I guess. You guys want to fight now too? It's because of our level difference, maybe? Like, what just happened there?
This won't take long.
The response units came in and they're like, yeah, we're cool. We don't want to fight, guy.
Alright, now tear them up.
Yeah, let's go, Ryan. How can this
Here
be?
we go. I'm powering up.
Do it. I know I can. No restraint.
Got another guy running by. He's just gonna keep going.
Witness my
He just ran through the fight. Don't worry about him.
Okay. Ryan.
Yeah! Right.
Do this.
Now I see there is strength in unity. Melia,
Yeah, well played.
we were amazing.
Um,
Try and catch me.
oh, he's in the fight now.
Oh yeah, baby.
Ryan, impressive.
Leave it to Ryan.
Double blade. Bolt attack. I feel like I've shown no restraint. Spear break. Ha! Fiora. My turn. Ryan.
Yeah! Ryan time. Ain't over yet.
My turn. I feel the ether. There's more to come. My turn.
Okay, now.
Hang on. We're not finished.
I know.
Oh, I didn't do the one I wanted. I was gonna go for the AoE ones.
Cannot thank you enough.
That's fine.
Manifest yourself. It's wonderful to be with everyone. Your words ring true, Fiora.
Sword drive.
Quest complete. Yeah. Is that on?
Freeze! Ice wave! We can do it. Roaring thunder! Manifest yourself. I see life outside my world is not easy.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
It's pushing me out of the way. Yeah, we're too high a level for them to aggro, I guess. That's funny. Let's see what I'm missing here. Mine says gacha refers to the gachapon machines in Japan where you put currency in and get a random collectible. Oh, yeah, okay. And there are many mobile games designed around that concept. Fate Grand Order, Fire Emblem Heroes. So like loot boxes, basically, right? Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has a similar system with regards to the blades you summon. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 doesn't ask you to put in real money to summon more. So there's a randomness to which ones you can get. It's like loot boxes to get the blades. Is that what you're saying? I mean, that just means more grinding for me, I guess. You know, that's fine.
This represents no
Oh.
problem whatsoever.
Climb that hill when we get to it.
Leave this fight to me. Poison! Chain attack would be good now. I am prepared. Lead! Witness my true power. Fiora! Okay. My turn. Rhyme, don't mess up.
I know.
I wonder, like, it seems like every time I use that ability, it ends it. Is it because it's moving him too far away? Like, is it possible that, like, him knocking himself back is, like, breaking it completely? Or is it just really bad luck that that never changed when I use that ability? What level are we on? We're on the third. There's 2 more floors above us. Like, the Collectopedia is basically done, but we still got more to go. Well, we are done. Yeah. For most of the areas in the game, you pretty much ended the Collectopedia either at the end of the area or even later. You'd come back and grind for the last couple. But this one, not so much. Machina Driver 3. Let's see what Ryan thinks of that one. The driver instead of a garter. Woo, hello. Double attack and aggro 4? I can get behind that. The double attack 4, yeah. He loses strength down in night vision, but you know, that's kind of okay. Especially for the stats there. 100 more max attack, some defenses, block rate. We lose some crit, but you know, it's not really his job to be critting. Not that it isn't bad that he can crit. Brian can actually do a lot of damage, honestly. But, yeah, we'll do that for now. Yeah, that's fine. You think it's just bad luck? Okay. Fair enough. Just gotta really work on getting the chance for those to happen up, I guess. Like where it keeps chaining. Because that's when you really start to do a lot of damage with those. The first time around is just build up. Like once you get the combo up, then you really start to put out all the damage. So you gotta get it to go past the first 3, you know? Also, once you can start killing things, if you have a fight with a bunch of little guys in it, like you can build up the party gauge during the chain attack and get it right back as soon as you get out, which is also very powerful. Alright, Central Tower barrier. Turn off the barrier. Straightforward. I mean, I would have thought to do that anyways. Oh, whoa, is this the old elevator from before? From the very beginning? Not from the very game, I mean from the last floor back. So that's another shortcut, yeah? So once we're done with this place, we'll be able to just head straight up, pretty much. Elevators, without having to go through all this other crap. This one's called Awake. That's a little ominous.
This represents no problem whatsoever. This should be easy.
This won't take long. Now it's right time.
Manifest yourself. Zero is flowing through me.
Berserk!
Gravity zero.
War swing!
Prepare yourself. Mind blast.
Powering up.
Freeze. Ice wave.
Oh yeah, baby.
Rhyme. Excellent attack.
Leave it to Ryan. Oi, over here.
Try and catch him in there. Impulse. Good. Summon bolt. Not a bad battle. Should be okay if we fight like this.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Alright.
Now you shall witness our power.
Leave it to Ryan.
I'm gonna go all out.
Melody is really good.
Come to the power of Earth.
Now it's right time.
Manifest yourself.
All right, now tear 'em up.
Foolhardy and reckless as usual, Rhyme.
I feel like when we get better gems to boost
Do it. Good. I know.
her damage, she's gonna scale really well too.
Rhyme.
Leave it to
Show no restraint. Spear break. Ha! Fiora. Okay. My turn. Rhyme. Don't mess up.
Yeah! Ryan time. Yeah, well played.
This is how we do it.
Minus says basically there's a rarity system and you try to get the rare ones since they're usually more powerful. That makes sense. Alright, so just it's makes you grind for random loot, basically. Right? That's not a big deal. I don't mind grinding for loot. I play JRPGs all the time. I love grinding for loot. Let's go ahead and hit this before we move on. A lot of times I want to just like go the opposite way that it's telling me to, but I think that's gonna bite me in the butt in this case. So that's gonna open those up so we can head forward there. I mean, maybe we do still want to. No, it's looking like it's telling me we can go this way to get back down there. No, that's to go back actually. So, what is up here? More thanks.
This represents no problem whatsoever. This should be easy.
This won't take long.
Fun.
I really like how they did a really good job in this game of having each of the characters play differently. Like, they have different
Victories in our
sort of mechanics to how their abilities work
I agree.
together.
Battle. We definitely
It
got
reminds me a bit of like playing different classes in World of Warcraft or something, you know? Like, it's they're all in the same game, but they have a different playstyle. And it's really nice to see that, because some JRPGs kind of drop the ball on that, and all their characters will have slightly different moves, but you kind of just play them all the same.
This should be easy.
I don't feel that way in this game,
Now I see there
which is nice,
unity.
Now you're getting it, Milia.
because it means that, you know, I can switch characters and it makes it keep feeling fresh.
Searing blades of pollution. We are victorious. We've definitely gotten stronger.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Where are we going? Is this optional, or am I coming here early, you know? Getting landmarks for it. Oh, we're coming here early, I think. This is the face maintenance bay. We're gonna have to come back here. For sure. Well, we got a landmark now. That's handy. That's interesting. The pathway back changed. It's saying I could go back down that way.
This represents no problem whatsoever. This should be easy.
This won't take long.
Or the DLC was good. Yeah.
Blade.
That's another thing I'm looking forward to. This one is they added on apparently an extra like epilogue chapter or whatever to this.
It's blowing through me.
Which I mean, clearly I don't know the original story yet, but epilogues sound cool. It reminds me a bit of like when they re-released Final Fantasy IV with like the after story,
Definitely
you know.
gotten stronger.
Not Final Fantasy IV. What am I talking?
No
Am I talking
problem
about Final Fantasy IV?
whatsoever.
This won't take long.
This should be easy.
My brain's not working anymore.
Poison down. The ether is flowing through me. Double wind.
Now it's wine time.
Freeze. Blade. Victory. Fiora.
That's it.
Inspiring. I shall do my best too. I'm gonna go all out. Summon Bolt.
Not long now.
Blade. Spear break. Ha! Fiora. My turn. Spear blade. Rhyme. Don't mess up.
Yeah! Rhyme time.
I'll have to look into getting the DLC for the game when I get to it. We are kind of just like wandering off on a tangent here, it feels like, maybe. Because you're supposed to go here, right?
This represents no problem whatsoever.
This won't take long.
This should be easy.
But what? What happened there? Is that guy that easy? Majestic Mordred, level 70. Hello. Isn't he majestic, guys? Well. Okay then.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
This won't take long.
Leave this fight to me. Poison air!
Now it's wine
It's
time.
flowing through me. Prepare yourself.
Bring it on.
1, 2, see that? I really like our vibe.
Yeah, Fiora. Let's show them what we got.
Flawless victory.
Good thing I'm here.
Let's see, Minus says
Anyone?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2's DLC was pretty sweet. In addition to a challenge and time attack mode in the main game, the DLC expansion was basically a prequel. Evolved the combat system in a meaningful way. Cool.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
This won't take long.
Leave this fight to me.
Well, I look forward to it.
Now I see there is strength in the ether. It's flowing through me. Melia, I know exactly how you feel.
Now it's wine time.
Behold my power! I feel like I could beat anyone. That you could, Fiora.
Boom.
Star searing flames of absolution! Double blade!
I'm powering up.
Prime!
One.
Roaring
Alright, now tear 'em up.
Foolhardy and reckless as we are victorious! Let's press on and on and on!
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Alright. Let's check our skill trees here. You're okay. You are done with rashness. Increased tension, yep. Yep, these are great. Alright. Increase ether damage, grant haste buff. After burst affinity. 100%? Wow. Allows special armor from Mechonis to be equipped. I mean, she already has it. Can she give it to others? Increased counterattack rate when HP is at half. Increase amount of HP restored. I mean, that along with the fact that you get the auto crits is actually that are extra crit hits. That's nice. Increase the damage of your crits. Yeah, okay, we're going down courage for now. Working on your last one. Double attack rate up. Very nice. You are so close to being done. We need to check back on this soon. Work on your last one. Work on your last one. Okay, so we just need to check on Dumban in the near future. Anyways, let's check this. We can't get in there, okay. So basically, we have this big named guy walking around over here. I don't know that we're ready to fight this one. He's level 70, he could be hard. We actually find a monster around here that outlevels us, which is impressive. I think, you know, at some point, maybe before, like, okay, so for people that are in the know, with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition here, I know they added on like an after story or some kind of extra segment of story, right? Do you use the same save for that, or like so? If I get to the end of the game and level everyone up to 99, is it going to make that part easier, or is it like a completely new party for that? I'm going to leave Majestic Mordred alone for right now. I want to continue on with the story a little bit, so we need to get back over here. It's a new save, okay. I mean, I kind of... Oh, hello. I kind of want to do, like, you know, the really hard world bosses or whatever. I think someone, I don't know if it was you or someone else, that said that there's like monsters that appear in the world at some point that are over level 100. I'd be interested in powering up and trying to fight those. Kind of reminds me of like, you know, like the weapons and stuff in Final Fantasy 7 or something. It's pretty cool. Oh, he's got a spike. Oh, he's got topple spike. Dang it. Dang it. Why must they all have topple spike? Ugh, I don't have any healing. Annoying. Oh, I was hoping it would keep going. Where am I? I'm at 2. I'm on a 3rd. Nice dead. Alright.
Who else wants some?
Should be okay if we fight like this.
Fix party members and start at level 60. Oh wow. Basically, you get 3 saves for the main game and 3 saves for the epilogue. Gotcha. Alright, fair enough. Let's check these little doors that opened here. Nothing in there. But this one continues on into an open area here. It looks like there's some mining around the corner, maybe?